FIT, the Fast Track into Information Technology, FIT apprenticeship program. This week, we're taking a look at how FIT works with companies large or small to grow the number of IT professionals across the country. Marie Clyne is Vice President, People Business Partner at Mastercard. You don't get any bigger than that. During the week, she had a chat with Niall Kitson about how working with FIT has changed the way that they look at tech recruitment.
Marie, Mastercard, a globally recognized brand, something perhaps people use every day. Perhaps people aren't as au fait with the size of Mastercard's operation in Ireland. So if you just tell us a little bit about what you're doing here.
Sure, Niall, and thanks very much for having me on. Well, we have a headcount target of 2,000 people by 2025, and our offices in Dublin is home to Mastercard's European Technology Hub. We have employees representing 74 different nationalities, which make up our diverse workforce, and we're driving Mastercard's global impact from our technology hub here in Dublin. What people might not be aware of, we started our operations here in 2008 with just 36 staff. And believe it or not, I was just one of those 36 staff. So it's been amazing and very exciting to see our operations scale up so substantially in recent years. It's been really, really a journey, and it continues to be very exciting for us. The European Technology Hub was launched because we've got an ongoing commitment to not just Dublin, but to Europe as part of our increasing our global footprint to get even closer to our customers. We're dedicated to global projects, which is shaping the future of commerce through deep expertise in areas such as payment security, APIs, emerging technologies such as blockchain and digital assets, AI, and quantum computing. It's important to say that we're not just working on local projects, but we're really working on global projects which are having a global impact across the world. In addition, we're supporting a new wave of startups in disruptive, innovative technologies, and applications are targeted at tackling national and global challenges. And a really good example of this is our work in cybercrime.
Okay, so there's an awful lot going on the technical aspect. As you said, this is a technical hub. However, that brings with it a certain kind of, I don't want to say problem, perhaps a challenge that companies face, in that as companies grow and increase the size of their operations and broaden their remit, that changes the nature of the staff perhaps they need to take on. In previous years, Ireland would not have been recognised as a hotbed of technical talent. Have you found that change over the years?
Very good question, Niall. As I've said, we've seen significant growth of our company in the last few years, and we're on track to hit our hiring target. But Ireland has a fantastic reputation in its ability to attract and retain top talent. And really that has been our experience here at Mastercard. Not just that, but we've also referred to LinkedIn research. And Dublin has one of the top per capita concentrations of AI engineers in Dublin, as well as a high number of data engineers. Dublin also ranks highly when it comes to security, server and cloud specialists. And it's really been impressive how varied and in-depth tech talent landscape is here. And our experience here at Mastercard really proves that in terms of our growth, the availability of the talent that we have here. Our Tech Hub unites experts from diverse backgrounds and disciplines, from software development to finance, data architecture to cybersecurity and much, much more. And Dublin's tech scene certainly has experts from a wide range of these diverse backgrounds, which has been pretty impressive.
So when we're looking at that sort of growth and that great influx of talent, one of the things we often hear in the tech sector is that, the hot job of 18 months' time actually doesn't exist yet. So that brings with it, I imagine, an element of, okay, there is this pipeline coming from the universities and we know what they're going to get. However, those skills that they're coming to us with might not be the skills that we need further down the line. And that, from my perspective anyway, opens up various other pipelines or various other means to enter and contribute to the tech sector in Ireland. Have you found that to be the case?
Sure, Noel, and again, another really great point you've raised there, and it's really important for us as a technology hub to collaborate and partner with local colleges and universities, and in particular with FIT as well, which is a new partnership for us in the last 2 years, because that helps us drive our research, our collaboration, and opportunities for students to learn how we as an organisation is advancing financial inclusion through human-centric technology. And the technology is changing all the time. And that's why it's really important for us to be really linked in very closely with the colleges in relation to the programmes that they're delivering. But we became involved with FIT apprenticeship programme in 2022, and we hired 12 software engineering apprentices for a dedicated 2-year Mastercard apprenticeship. It was really exciting for us, but also it's a learning journey for us, because it was the first time that we've done it here at Mastercard. Our goal was to source talent from non-traditional pipelines, not just to achieve our hiring goals, but also to bring in a talent pool with diverse perspectives. We don't want anyone to compromise on their uniqueness to come and join us here at Mastercard. At the Tech Hub here in Dublin, we foster a culture of community, inclusion and engagement, and the apprenticeship programme really helps us to achieve this. Another great example of how we try and take a different approach to hiring is our view on AI engineers. The intersection of technology and non-technical skills will become increasingly important as AI continues to advance. And this kind of comes to the point we're making there, Niall, is around the human skill set is key to ensuring that people behind AI are growing it in an ethical and inclusive way. More and more, we're seeing the job postings and the demands in terms of the skills required. And we're seeing an increase in skills around communications, problem solving, ethical judgment, and collaboration. The people building these revolutionary technologies that shape our world need to be equipped with skills to innovate responsibly, to build that AI that is ethical, transparent, and reliable. So it's not just about technical skills or training, and we can see the human skill set is becoming more and more important. And again, links back to our partnerships with the colleges, with the likes of FIT, in helping us and helping them to deliver on these skill sets of the future.
Looking at the nature of teams and how they work together, we often find that people from similar background, perhaps from similar colleges, etc., come to a team with a view that, they're necessarily going to work very well. People from similar backgrounds, with similar experiences. When you integrate someone from an apprenticeship that perhaps doesn't share those same experiences, have you found there to be sort of any benefit to that sort of, I don't want to use the diversity point because you've actually raised it quite well there, but in the sort of sense of somebody coming from a different background and maybe providing a different perspective for a team?
Yeah, and then that has been our experience. As I said, this was new for us here at Mastercard in terms of the apprenticeship programs. So the students that we have, the 12 students, all have very different backgrounds, different experiences. Some have been working in architects' firms. Some went along to study. They were lawyers by trade. Some worked in a pub. So they're coming with very, very different backgrounds to the apprenticeship program. And one of the things that we discovered, and I've been working very, very closely with the group of 12, and one of the things that they have felt is they have the imposter syndrome. So they feel that they're not good enough when they're in teams of technology experts. So we've worked very closely with them. We've provided them training around confidence building and this and how to get rid of that imposter syndrome as well. So and we've provided specific training for them on that. But it's a journey. It's not just a training course and our in-house training course is not going to deliver that for them. That's just it's about giving them the confidence and allowing them the space, but also allowing the managers as well to understand that these people will come with different diverse backgrounds as well. So our managers and the buddies that are responsible for these individuals have experience with interns. So again, that's a different group, a different tech talent pool that are coming with not maybe more academic skills, but again, not workplace skills. So they have been used to working with that group. But again, the apprenticeship group is at a different stage. So we also have to provide support to our managers and our buddies in relation to supporting those individuals on the ground.
That point of imposter syndrome, I think, is fascinating when you're in something like the tech sector where the skill set does change very rapidly. I'm sure it's a problem that you're finding from the traditional, for want of a better word, talent pipeline as well. So, that sense with the apprenticeships is actually something that occurs across the traditional line as well.
Absolutely. I mean, and I only had that conversation with somebody yesterday in terms of, different scenarios that we have ourselves into, even though myself with many, many, many years of experience at times can come across and have that imposter syndrome. So it's good to be aware of it. And when you're aware of it, then you can equip yourselves with the skills to get over that. But I think that again comes back to confidence. And I think the longer we are in a career, the more confident we become. So I think it's at a different scale when you're just starting out your career firsthand. But we all have it at different stages and different scenarios we come across in our work life.
Yeah, I think it's something, as you said, that it's a very natural part of somebody's career progression. If you don't suffer it at some stage, you're probably not doing something right. Is that part of sort of the traditional journey then, this sort of perhaps building in redundancy at an organizational level, that people do feel secure, that they can make mistakes, that they come up with ideas that maybe just don't work, but that's fine as well?
Well, our culture, embraces failure, but what we say is we like to fail fast, so we learn from our failures and move on. So that's really part of our culture at Mastercard, is to embrace those, because we do learn, we pivot. But the important thing is to move fast.